Absolutely huge story leading the show today, Lewis. Justin Bieber has been arrested. I'm just kidding. Obviously, that's not the lead story on this program. The lead story is that Iran is now commenting on the nuclear uranium enrichment deal, which went into effect just 72 hours ago, and already there is confusion and there is conflict. The Iran nuke deal took effect on Monday, and already Iranian officials are saying that there is mischaracterization of the agreement by the United States. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif insisted yesterday that the Obama administration is incorrect by saying that the deal is forcing or mandating that Iran dismantle anything, that quite simply, the deal is they would not enrich uranium beyond 5%. Quote from Mr. Mohammad Javad Zarif, "We did not agree to dismantle anything." He says to CNN that the terminology being used by the White House to describe the agreement is completely different from the one that is in the text they agreed to, and that also involved the US, Britain, France, Russia, China, and Germany. The White House version, this is a quote, both underplays the concessions and overplays Iranian commitments. Part of the accord is that Iran has to dilute its stockpile of uranium that is at 20% enrichment, well above the 5% needed for power generation, but still below the level for a nuclear weapon. Lewis, I'm not surprised at all that this is happening. Number one, did President Obama misrepresent the deal? No, I don't think so. The deal was available for people to look at, and I looked back at our coverage of this. At no point did Iran agree to dismantle anything. They were simply going to be diluting existing enriched uranium below the 20% level to the 5% level. And I think that anybody who thought this was any kind of a long-term solution, or that it was going to completely eliminate concerns, if you have them, with Iran's nuclear program, that they were either wrong or weren't paying attention.
Right. We were still worried. We didn't think this deal would actually accomplish anything. And in reality, it was just a stalling tactic. So, like you said, I'm not surprised. And when this whole program is in the hands of a radical extremist, what do you expect is going to happen?
Some think that Iran was allowed to keep enriching uranium to 5% to call their bluff about whether the program is truly for energy purposes, right? If Iran agrees to dilute from 20 to 5%, and they are actually using the enrichment for energy purposes, then it would stand to reason they would continue enriching to 5%, because that's all you need to generate nuclear power. But I don't even think that the agreement is useful in those terms, because increasingly the world, when looking at nuclear power, is moving away from uranium and towards thorium, which is far more abundant in nature than uranium. So even as a kind of bluff call, I don't think that this experiment is particularly useful.
No, and who knows what's happening in secret. This deal could literally just mean absolutely nothing, and there could still very well be production going on that could be really harmful.
I think the key observation to make will come at the end of this short-term interim agreement, and to see what happens next and what are the negotiations like. And of course, we will follow that.